At BEO, we wholeheartedly support the social responsibility guidelines of the International Seed Federation. We believe these practical guidelines help to turn collective social values into positive action across the seed industry. Vegetable seed production is people-intensive and takes place in rural communities. Fair working conditions, safe workplaces, and respect for human rights are essential for people's well-being, for trust, continuity, and a long-term partnership of our value chain. The ISF guidelines give our industry a common language and a pragmatic framework. But it's only a starting point. Let's not take these guidelines as a checklist. We need to use them and talk about them internally and with our partners, and take concrete steps, aiming for continuous improvement of social well-being in our industry.
At Fetus Seeds, we believe that seeds are the beginning of everything: crops, food, and the future. But behind every seed, there are people, and it's key how we make our decisions and how we act every day. As a family-run business, and in my role of overseeing everything that affects sustainability and corporate issues, we decided to join ISF Social Rights Guidelines because we believe this is the best way for our sector to move forward, responsibly, pragmatically, and most important, collaboratively. These guidelines provide a framework grounded in international standards adapted in our seed sector. That's why we encourage other companies to adopt them and promote them so we can build together a more ethical, resilient, and sustainable sector for the long term.
At BEO, respecting human rights and ethical business practices is the foundation of everything we do. By that, it was for us a natural step to support also the ISF guidelines on social responsibility. They help us to create internally a common language across regions, operations, and cultures, and we can use the guidelines as a common ground on how we want to work in the seed operations. These guidelines, they do matter because we aligned across the seed industry on shared fundamentals. My call for action is clear: start learning. Use the guidelines to strengthen your way of working. Get your house in a good shape to become then a trusted and reliable partners for others.
The seed sector has a huge obligation in terms of where we work around the world and the opportunities we have to positively impact the lives of the people who work so diligently to support our industry. At Syngenta, we're very proud of the work we've done in fair labor in the past, and we're happy to collaborate with our industry partners to bring something forward that can support the workers and the social responsibility across our full sector. One thing we've realized with our programs at Syngenta is to make really meaningful systemic change, we have to work with others. We have to work collaboratively. I'm very excited about this important document and this important work we've done together, and I look forward to it making a positive impact today and in the future for those who support our industry.
We supported this initiative because our industry depends on people, farmers, partners, workers, and communities, and their dignity and safety is essential for our long-term success. These guidelines help promote more fair and safe working conditions and also respect human rights across the value chain. A unified approach actually helps build trust, reduce risks, and strengthen long-term sustainability. So I encourage all the seed companies to review guidelines and apply in their own context so that together we can contribute to more resilient and strong communities and farming systems.
As BSF Minims, we support the ISF Voluntary Social Rights Guideline because in our sector, we have a shared responsibility that goes beyond our products. We have people working on us. We rely on farms, people working with our suppliers. We rely on farmland and supply chain. And these guidelines help us with a practical solution that provide clear guidance for companies big and small. These guidelines matter because social responsibility isn't just a nice to have. Fair labor practices, safe working conditions, respect for human rights, they are essential for a resilient and trusted sector, globally and locally. And I encourage companies across the seed value chain to actively adopt these guidelines. Raise awareness internally. Use the checklist and the training tools to make social responsibility a part of everyday business. By working together as an industry, we can learn from each other. We can make social responsibility a practical reality across our industry. And together, we can raise the bar on this important topic.